in support of Department of Public Safety. The mission I just mentioned on Nicollet is where that force was relocated to, and they remain there.
If I could ask, perhaps all three of you this question for. We're hearing reports that it's not only the criminal element that was here the last couple of nights, but now some white supremacists have come to Minnesota and are causing some of the destruction. Can you address, are there white supremacists causing destruction in the city?
Yeah, well, the unconfirmed reports, and again, we're trying to get that, but we've got intel from all the different agencies. Of course, this is where the federal government helps us with some of this. I certainly can't confirm personally on this. My suspicions and what I've seen on this, yes. It gets worse than that. The cartels, who are wondering that it was a break in their drug transmissions, are trying to take advantage of the chaos that's there too. That's why this situation is on a federal level. You're seeing it highly coordinated across the country, so that will happen. And I think this is the conversation we're having with the president, that we're having together here, to be very clear with Minnesotans in the dangerous situation of those who are going to legitimately grieve George Floyd's death are going to gather here. It is a highly volatile situation, and these folks who want to do this blend in. And when you look at those pictures as you see at night, oh, it looks like they're just strolling and 8 o'clock's coming and we'll see if they go home. They didn't come to stroll. They didn't come to go home. They came, and I think asking where the guard is, how they're responding. Think about a rule of engagement in a civilized society where these people have no rules. Their one goal is that destruction, or to hurt, or to entice those folks to come in. And our folks are the professionals that is not our intention. Our intention is to restore order. We want them to do nothing more than go home. We don't want them arrested. We don't want to try and have violence on the streets, but that's who they are. So I don't know if John can speak any more on unconfirmed reports, but I think it's very clear by now, when you have a situation like this across the country, elements that want to do that are certainly gathering. And then they are professionals on some of the, like John said, we're seeing evidence of a pretty sophisticated attempt to cause problems.
Do you have the evidence?
Oops, I'm sorry. John, we'll come back.
Drug cartels, as the governor mentioned.
We've got intel reports that have been confirmed, but I cannot say that we have confirmed observations of local law enforcement to say that we've seen cells of white supremacists in the area. We got reports of that over the last couple of days that we were tracking in terms of threat to some of the critical infrastructure, threat to the National Guard and others. But I don't have confirmed reports that I can give you at this point. Speaking to the governor's point, we also, from some national sources, also got reports on drug cartels that were directing their resources to restore their drug markets in some of the areas that had been looted and some of the businesses that had been operated by them. We're still trying to work through that, but frankly, that's at best a secondary or tertiary concern as we're trying to deal with right now life and death situations on the street.
Governor, this is a question for both you and the mayor. We just spent the entire evening in Minneapolis in some extremely volatile situations, and the question in every single neighborhood was why it took 3.5 hours to even attempt to enforce the curfew with thousands of people in the streets.
I don't know. And I would